My name is H.A. Goodman. I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. And to read all my writing and all my thoughts on politics, sports, and a whole bunch of other topics, go to counterpropa.com. You can shop through Amazon there. There's a whole bunch of ways to support the site. And check it out. My latest article is below. It is enjoying President Trump, then blame Democrats for cheating. Bernie Sanders. That was also in the Huffington Post as well. So check that article out. And I'm going to read you something that epitomizes the Democratic Party of 2017. Martin Luther King's niece accuses Warren of playing the race card. I agree 100%. Martin Luther King Jr.'s niece on Wednesday accused Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren of trying to stir up emotions and play the race card by invoking the King family name during a Senate floor speech Tuesday. Senate Republicans voted along party lines late Tuesday to silence Warren for violation of Senate rules during a lengthy floor speech expressing her opposition to Sessions' nomination. Warren had read aloud a letter that Coretta Scott King had sent to the Senate in 1986 when the chamber was debating whether to confirm Sessions to a lifetime appointment on the federal bench. It's, quote, "It's almost like a bait and switch. Stir up their emotions, use the name of King, and my name is Alveda King. Stir up people's emotions, play the race card," which she was attempting to do. Alveda King, an anti-abortion activist and Fox News contributor who voted for Trump, told Fox Business Network. Okay. So Martin Luther King's niece makes not only a valid point, she highlights exactly what the Democratic Party has become. First of all, Cory Booker and Jeff Sessions teamed up in 2015 to honor Selma marchers. Okay. In terms of hypocrisy, that's just like, for Booker, Senator Cory Booker, that's just like Ted Cruz on the Affordable Care Act that he's trying to destroy when his wife left Goldman Sachs. So it's both parties, not just Democrats, Republicans too. The difference, though, is that without black voters, the Democratic Party is nothing. The Democratic Party should be focusing right now on John Conyers, his bill, the Voting Rights Amendment Act of 2015. If that's the first time, if you're a Hillary bot, and that's the first time you've heard about that, look it up. That will protect voters from anything Sessions possibly does. He's already confirmed as Attorney General. Another issue is that the poverty rate in the black community has increased under President Obama, according to NBC News. I always talk about this, but a memo was circulated throughout the Democratic Party in Congress. Do not offer concrete solutions to Black Lives Matter activists. Why on earth were Democrats told not to offer concrete policy solutions? There's a whole bunch of other issues to discuss regarding the Democratic Party utilizing icons like John Lewis, obviously Dr. Martin Luther King, the biggest icon of all, to basically hide behind their noble achievements, their monumental achievements, because the Democratic Party doesn't stand for anything right now. It does not stand for big, grandiose policy objectives, breaking up too big to fail banks, banning fracking. How about reinstating Glass-Steagall? How about ending perpetual counterinsurgency wars, ending quagmires? This is Bernie's revolution. That's the political revolution Bernie Sanders talked about. Single payer. That's the political revolution that Tulsi Gabbard and Nina Turner are continuing. Tulsi Gabbard in particular, there's a reason the Daily Beast and there's a reason the Washington Post wrote hit pieces on her. Because if you are a threat to the Democratic establishment, that actually means in many ways you are the most progressive or the most, you're a candidate who can actually beat Trump. Tulsi Gabbard stands for something. Veteran. We do have an anti-war movement in our country, but it's been swallowed up by the social justice warriors within the Democratic Party. War, perpetual war, quagmires where we send Americans off to fight. That's something that independents, many conservatives, and Democrats especially should stand for. Instead, it's both parties merging into one on foreign policy, and Republicans focusing on their big policy objectives, whether they're rational or feasible, completely irrelevant to Trump. He's going to appease his base. Democrats stand for nothing. They can't even bring up the bill from John Conyers, the Voting Rights Amendment Act of 2015. It's only Russia, Electoral College, fake news. It's not Hillary Clinton's $1.2 billion loss. It's not the fact that she was under criminal investigation from the FBI. It's all these excuses. Silence on Standing Rock. Silence on Bernie being cheated. Complete silence from Elizabeth Warren and most Democrats. But when it comes to trying to battle Republicans, they stand behind John Lewis. They stand behind the great Martin Luther King Jr. They're using the civil rights movement at this point right now for political gain, while at the same time ignoring the biggest, most pressing issues within the Black community, within America as a whole, simply because they don't stand for anything big, grandiose. They're not. There's no policies that they're pushing. They're just pushing excuses. Notice that Trump wants to build that wall. He wants to ban those immigrants. I don't agree with both of those objectives, but he's focusing on policy. Democrats only resist. Let the Republicans control the narrative. Let the Republicans always go on the offensive because they don't think that their value system is either practical or feasible or able to get through Congress, so they give up. Give me your thoughts below. Give me your thoughts on what Martin Luther King's niece stated. Thank you so much for listening.